What are these major differences you've seen in manufacturing between China and India?
Well, China's definitely, I mean, so like how I was first describing some of the factories that I was in, and then if you fast forward to later on, like I was in like one of the largest cardboard factories in Asia, right? In Hainan, right? It was enormous. Like I can't even tell you how many square miles or kilometers. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Those.
yeah. I can't put that together.
Yeah, how many square kilometers this factory was? It was huge. They had buses to get from one parts of the other, right? And it was, I mean, so toxic. They had like ass in the air, but that's a different segue. But that is where they're at today. Like
India's not there yet.
India's not even close.
Yeah.
Not even close. Like they're probably back, and I'm sure you can just Google this. I mean, it's not like I'm telling people something new. I mean, they're probably about 15, 20 years behind. I mean, hopefully they could, shorten that gap up. I think they are working.
Do you feel do you feel that they are like China was when you first came to China, or are they even further behind that?
I think that's a pretty fair comparison. Probably maybe a little bit further behind, but I think that China's economic model is being studied and copied throughout, and you see, obviously there's the different governments per se between China and India, but you could still take that model and implement it. Now it won't be perfect because you're dealing with other variables that China didn't have to deal with. But, I think they were talking about like, hey, this is going to be an economic zone specifically for metal stamping. And, we're going to get a tax break on power. They're going to allow us to get some water, for some of our processes. So they're getting there, they're understanding it, they're paving roads to factories and trying to probably shorten the time to get to port,
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're
developing.
they're developing. They're getting their stuff together. And it's not.
Are most of the factories, are they coastal? Like I'm assuming there's a port out of Mumbai. There's ports out of Bangalore. I mean, are these factories, are they more inland? Are they more difficult to get to than those factories in China?
Yeah, they're more difficult to get to because India was never set up for export. India was set up for domestic. Everything was related towards domestic, right? Now that is something, right? Like I could sell enough hoses in India. Why do I need to sell them overseas? There's enough, this. Well, I don't need to go overseas. But I think you have I'm making massive generalizations here. I think you have a different set of the population now, right? They've been overseas. I mean, India, obviously India's IT, right? I mean, nobody thinks of India as manufacturing.
No, you always think software.
Yeah, software.
Software call centers. Right?
Yeah,